Intro, gather around internet, because there's something shady happening in the UK's parliamentary corridors. Talk of Conservative sleaze is once again making its rounds, and 3 former MPs are being investigated by the Parliamentary Standards Commissioner. Act 1, what's the allegations? We're getting down to details now, and Matt Hancock, the former Health Secretary, is being looked into over allegations of trying to influence the Commissioner in a manner calculated or intended to influence an inquiry he is conducting. And the Blackpool South MP, Scott Benton, is being looked into over the use of his parliamentary email. It doesn't end there. Henry Smith, a backbench Conservative MP for the past 13 years, is being investigated for a breach of rules on using taxpayer-funded stationery. Act 2, Matt Hancock responds. Matt Hancock's camp has responded and denied any wrongdoing, claiming that he was surprised by the move. His team has said that he was lobbying the Commissioner in good faith. He only offered to provide some additional evidence which was pertinent to the inquiry. Act 3, Labour Party speaks up. It's not just Conservatives who are speaking out against this, however. Annalise Dodds, the Labour Party chair, has spoken up and said the Conservative sleaze has become a deluge, and the British public will look at the Conservatives and wonder why there is always one rule for them and another for everyone else. Act 4, the history of Matt Hancock. We find out more about Matt Hancock's past, and it's one that's not without stain. Back in 2022, he had to be stripped of the Conservative whip after appearing on a TV show while Parliament was still in session. This isn't the first time he's broken the rules either. He was found in an inquiry to have failed to declare a stake in a family company and received no sanctions, with the only punishment being to add the interest to the record in an italic font, hardly an imposing punishment. Act 5, looking at Scott Benton. We look at Scott Benton and find out he had the whip suspended last week after he referred himself to the Commissioner. This was after he was caught trying to get up to £4,000 a month for a fraudulent company. Act 6, looking at Henry Smith. Finally, we look at Henry Smith and find out he is being investigated for a potential breach of rules on using taxpayer-funded stationery, though there are no further details on this. Conclusion. UK politics is currently facing a deluge of Conservative sleaze, and this could be a huge issue they face leading into the next general election. We'll be keeping a close eye on who the Commissioner finds is guilty and what their punishments are.